Alright, welcome to Would You Rather, a game in which a lot of people have been playing recently. It's surprising, yeah, I know. I don't know when it all started, but it's becoming one of the more popular games as of lately, and I decided why not try it out? Or, I mean, not try it out, I've already played it before, but why not play it? Or, I don't even know if you play it. It's not really, well, it depends on your definition of playing. But my definition of playing is actually, like a game. This is kind of a game, and okay, I'm making a lot of logic out of this. Let's just get on with it. And so our first question that we've been presented with is: would you rather be a slave in the pre-Civil War South? Well, I'm guessing the United States one, or be a slave in ancient Egypt? Now. First of all, I'm just to make sure, by Civil War, because there's a lot of Civil Wars, I'm assuming they're referring to the one in the United States that happened a while ago. Or let me actually search up the most famous one. I'll base it off of that. Okay, yeah, I guess by fact it's the South, I'm assuming it's an American. So now that we actually know what's happening, time to answer the question. So slave in Egypt. Well, we know that in ancient Egypt, slaves were like, used to do a lot. They had to do a lot of manual labor, and that's kind of like, nah, it doesn't work. But at the same time, a slave in a civil war, that's like you get. I actually don't know how slaves were treated on the Civil War. I'm assuming not good, not good. But it's a question of would you rather be a slave that gets tortured a lot or a slave that's forced to work a lot? And I honestly would actually I don't know. Do they get tortured? Did they get tortured a lot in ancient Egypt as like slaves, or I'm pretty sure they got work. I mean, put to work. I think I'd rather be one in ancient Egypt. Like, okay, well, okay. Moving onwards. Would you rather have a massive head compared to your body or always have a bowl cut? Oh my god. So the question is, do I rather become Summit or do I become Ian from Smosh? That's a pretty serious question, I guess. Well, on one hand, I could be a professional streamer and one of the biggest, but on the other hand, I could be a comedian. And okay, if we remove those aspects from it, we have a massive head. Well, it depends how massive the head is. What if the head is like just an in? Oh, it's massive. That means it has to be a pretty darn amount bigger. But having a bowl cut, I mean, I don't think there's really anything wrong with people who have bowl cuts. I guess so. I might as well go for that. I mean, what's wrong with that? See, 61%. Those people agree with me. See, they know what's going on. You know what, you 39%, you guys can go massify your head. Okay. Would you rather be accomplished and famous than die at 18 or be ordinary and die at a reasonable age? What kind of question is that? Who wants to die at 18? I mean, unless you're like depressed, but that's kind of deep. But anyways, who wants to die at 18? That's so young. That's like you just start your adulthood and you die. That's a terrible question. Okay, if you had to be stuck with one for a year, would you rather? If you had to be stuck with one what? One banana, one person of the opposite sex, one person of the same sex? Would you rather have to give a graphic naked picture of yourself to anyone who asked for it? Give up What? I don't get this. If you had to be stuck with I'm guessing it's one person for a year, would you rather have to give a graphic naked picture of yourself to anyone who asked for it, or give up sex? What does that have to do with being stuck with a person? Huh? I'm so confused. I'm just gonna go that one. I don't get that. What? I might be looking at this oddly, but it's just weird. Okay, would you rather live in an anime or live in a Disney cartoon? Probably live in an anime, only because. Ooh, that was actually kind of even. But listen me out. Listen to me out. Hear me out. That's what I meant to say. If you live in an anime, let's infer that you're one of the main characters, not one of those loser characters that or only appear for like one episode or whatever. But if you're living in, if you're like one of the main characters, you're most likely, unless it's like one of those drama and stuff, if it's like an action one, then you're most likely to have like superpowers, you know? You're most likely to have something cool about you, something that makes people go like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool. And but then if you're in a Disney cartoon, most likely there's gonna be some absolute douchebag in there that's gonna like be such an a-hole, and you're just gonna want to like make you ball your eyes or whatever. Actually, that's kind of a terrible analogy, but like, would you rather have it's basically saying, would you rather be super cool or live in a Actually, no. Some people do have pretty good powers in Disney. No, I'd still go Fanime. You want 51%? You guys can go 51% yourself. Would you rather be naked in front of your whole family for 3 hours or run through downtown naked for 5 minutes? I guess so. We'd rather be naked. Whoa! Okay, maybe I was too quick to judge because like, see, you're kind of always naked, not always, but like you're always. I guess I'm trying to say that you've been naked, like your family's seen. Oh, okay. I'm saying this weird now. It's becoming so weird. I was gonna say that your family's seen you naked like when you were a kid and stuff, so it wouldn't really be awkward unless they're like sitting in the couch and they're just staring at you naked for 3 hours and you're just standing there looking at them. That would be pretty awkward. But then when you're running through downtown naked for 5 minutes, it's like people could be recording you, they could be like doing all this stuff, and then your like reputation on the interwebs could be absolutely 420 destroyed. So it's like, come on, like your family, they might record you, yeah, but and they might share that story with other family members and ruin that kind of relationship. But at least they probably won't publicize yourself in to the public. Okay, would you rather always be late or always be unprepared? So that's, huh? I think I'd always be late. To be fair, that's a really. I mean, because it depends. Like, if you're late but you're prepared for, let's say it's an interview, for example, or like I don't know, whatever those meeting job things. Say it's one of those. If you're late and but you're prepared for it, you at least have a reason for being late. But if you're always unprepared, that means people are gonna think like, what the hell is this guy? What a retard! He just never brings his stuff. You just fire him or send him away, deport him. But if you're always late, and then you can like if you know you're always gonna be late, you can tell the people you're gonna be late. I don't know. Let's move on. That was a pretty okay one. Would you rather get married to someone you don't love or get married to the love of your life but you can never have sex with them? I'd rather choose this one because why would you marry someone you don't love? That's just gonna lead to like arguments and then fighting and then it's like, well, I guess it's half of the brown people population. That's kind of the story of them. But like, it makes no sense. You wouldn't like. There's no point of marrying someone if you're not gonna love them. At least I think so. Oh, okay then. Would you rather be as you are now or have $100 million but a 5% chance to... Obviously I take this one. I mean, obviously being who you are now, yeah, you're you and nothing's wrong about you for the most part unless you're a serial killer or a sadist or a narcissist or a pedophile or a sexist or a rapist or a fascist or a communist or a religious. But anyways, so let's say, like, you only have a 5% chance of death. That means you have a 95% chance of living. That came out really obvious. But what I'm trying to say is, like, you have $100 million. You can just, like, buy all the things. Well, not all the things. You can just imagine all the games and stuff you can get. It's like, oh my god. I'm pretty sure the people who clicked be as you are now are, like, the people who already have a financially stable life and are living on the edge and have all the peoples in the worlds and like that. Okay, would you rather own an Xbox 360? Okay, obviously I don't want a PS3 because because that's what I've grown up on PlayStation, and I've come to admit that, well, it's not like Xbox is bad or anything, but I prefer PlayStation more. Really, this is a Kind of pretty bad question because it just depends on which one you've grown up with. Gosh, what kind of question is this? Would you rather be eaten by a lion or be eaten by ants? Now this is a question from, well, I was gonna say question from hell, but I don't really know. Because one hand, if you're getting eaten by a lion, it's gonna be freaking painful as hell. But at the same time, it will be short because the line will probably get through you in like a minute or something. But if you're eaten by ants, it will take longer, yes. But the amount of pain that you will get more than the lion is so much. Like, think about it. I don't even know how ants can even eat you. How many ants must it be? But then um, it's like when they're devouring you, they're like crawling inside you, and you can just feel them eating away at your intestines, and it's like, oh, that feeling must have been so painful. And then imagine you're like dead, and you're like in heaven or hell or whatever, and then you're bragging to your friends like, oh, I got eaten by by lions, compared to someone saying, oh, I got eaten by ants, yay. You know, it's kind of like you get that bragging rights even though you're dead. So I'd say a lion. Dude, that's an obvious answer. Who wants to get eaten by ants? That's a dumb answer. Gosh. Would you rather eat all your meals where the food is freezing cold or eat all your meals with 5 tablespoons of salt poured in it? Honestly, I would choose this one. Wait, choose one. Now listen to me, because, well, okay, here's what I'm gonna say. I am really, really bad at distinguishing if something is salty or something is sour. Well, maybe sour I'm good at, but if something's like salty or sweet or stuff, I'm not that good at distinguishing it. I'm a really bad taste tester. So if they put if 5 tablespoons of salt was poured on it, then I mean it would ruin most dishes. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably should have chose the first one. Huh. Wow, that's a. Yeah, let's just move on. If you were forced to eat a certain way, would you rather eat a soup for every meal with only your face, or stab a tongue with every fork, stab your tongue with a fork every time you eat? Oh my god. Why would you choose the second one? That's so pain. Well, actually, it depends how hard you're stabbing your tongue. If you're like lightly stabbing it, or if you're like, well, I guess that's poking, but if you're lightly stabbing it, then it wouldn't hurt. But if you're like jabbing it in there, oh my gosh, that hurt. Oh my gosh, and what's wrong with eating soup with your face? I guess it's not bad. Okay, would you rather win a 1-day shopping spree to any store or win a 2-week vacation to any destination? I actually would choose this one because, oh, okay, that was kind of uneven, but okay, maybe the 2-week vacation is like cool, but then you also have to like if you're say you're the poor or unfinancially stable, then like you're gonna have to pay for all this stuff. It just says you win a 2-week vacation. It's not like everything's given to you for free at that vacation. But what if you win a 1-day shopping spree to any store? Assuming that the shopping spree is free, everything's free. That's what I'm guessing is trying to say. Then you could just like take everything away. You could just buy everything unless they give you money and then you get to spend all that money on a shopping spree or something like that. But you get to basically, you can like clean out the store and like when your shopping spree is over, just sell everything back to the store, make that profit. Yeah, that's how it works, right? Okay, would you rather be unable to shower for 2 weeks but have clean clothes daily, or be able to shower for 2 weeks but unable to change your clothes? Ooh. See, on one hand, you're always gonna have clean clothes, but then you're gonna smell absolutely atrocious. But on the other hand, you're always gonna smell in your body nice, but then your clothes eventually are gonna smell awful because like of all the showers you've taken. Huh. Now, this question depends. If you're gonna be with a lot of people, around a lot of people, or by yourself. Because if you're by yourself, it doesn't matter if you don't change your, well, I guess it does, but it doesn't really matter that much if you don't change your clothes. But if you're around a lot of people and you don't change your clothes, that's gonna be really hard. And But if you don't shower, then people, let's say you take your clothes off, people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, what's that stench? And then you're just gonna be in the corner like, that wasn't me. And, yeah. Okay, I think I would choose this one. Oh, that was kind of close. I guess I understand why. Maybe I chose the wrong one. Oh well, moving on. Would you rather be a nerd or be a jock? Definitely be a nerd, because like when you, if you're a nerd, you're at least smart. I mean, people think that nerds are just people who are like, you know, glasses, those like acne, pimples all over, wears the pants all the way tight, like all those stereotypical nerds. But like, yeah, nerd, you can still be like considered cool. Just that means you're smart, you know? It doesn't make sense. But then if you're a jock, people are probably gonna think you're one of those cool kids who does drugs at school, or who does drugs at like 10 years old and like, you know, skips every class and gets like fails in everything and his English is gooder than yours and stuff like that. Like people are gonna assume the worst of you, whereas if you're a nerd, people like really won't care about you that much. So it's like, you know, being a jock, I mean you're strong and all, but at the same time being a nerd you can also be strong, so you know. Okay, would you rather always be hot or always be cold? Definitely hot. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it's really would you rather live in sunshine and burning weather all day, or live in the freezing tundra all day? And when you think about it, being hot, like there's so many things you can do to cool yourself down. Like you can wear lighter clothing, you can enjoy cooler items like food and stuff, and then you can have fans. But when you're cold, like yes, the advantage of being cold is that like you can snuggle in the blanket and it's like the best feeling ever. But at the same time, you have to be in like a specific spot, or else you won't feel that warm. And then like your ability to do so many tasks is like limited. It's just like, oh my gosh. On top of that, you have to wear such warm clothing all the time. So it's like, what the hell? Okay, would you rather have the ability to teleport or the ability to time travel? I think I would do time travel. Oh, that was fifth. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. 1,000 people difference. Yeah. But this is why. I mean, both of these are really, really, really darn amazing abilities. But if you were able to time travel, let's say you made a mistake, like like in school or on your work or whatever. Let's say you made a small mistake, then you could just time travel like a few seconds ago, a few like whatever before the mistake happened, and then you're able to fix that mistake. You could be like the freaking perfect kid that never showed or that never did anything. Like if you're in a debate or whatever, you can like you can roast your thing, and if you forget your lines, you can just rewind time and you remember them. There's like so many more benefits being able to time travel. I mean, being able to teleport, you get to like go places, do stuff more efficient, I guess. But time travel, and think about this: if you time travel, you could do an activity, and then you can rewind before you did the activity. So then you have the experience of doing the activity, but at the same time, you didn't waste any time. OMG, mind blown. Okay, if you had to marry someone, would you rather marry same gender attractive person that has gooder English, or marry opposite gender that's beyond ugly? You know, just because the English is better than this one, I'm gonna choose this one. Oh, would you rather marry the same? So it's really, would you rather be gay, but for a hot guy or a hot girl, depends who you are, or would you rather be straight for a ugly girl and ugly guy? I don't really. I mean, I'm not really into. Let's just move on. Okay, would you rather? I think we'll do one more. I don't know how long have I been going for? 20 minutes. Holy crap! So. Would you rather have supernatural agility or supernatural strength and intelligence? Now, if you have supernatural agility, you could like go parkour and like go everywhere and you'll be so fluent and like everyone will look at you like OMG. If you have if you have supernatural strength and I think it's or intelligence. If you have supernatural strength, you can like beat everybody up, no one can fight you, and you can like destroy everyone, or you can be extremely smart and like get hundreds on all your tests and like laugh at everyone else because they failed. I would go that one. I mean, supernatural. Oh my god, I thought that was much more closer than it actually was. Would you rather? This is a nice one. Would you rather be famous in this lifetime, or go down in the history book? So it's basically saying, would I rather be known now, or would I rather be known for something that I did in the past? Now, we know the past. There's been a lot of conflict in the past. So would I rather? Well, actually no. It could be something bad you're known for. You could be like Hitler 2.0, but at the same time in this lifetime you could be like Nicki Minaj 2.0. You know, it's like so it's basically I guess this generation I'm pretty sure is more screwed than the previous one. So I guess if you're I'd choose the history books. No, people rather go for this generation. Interesting. But anyways, that's all for Would You Rather. Famous game. Totally not totally the first person who did this, and that's not like everyone else did it. But that's all for today, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.